Greetings, class. This is Professor Gold, and I am an assistant professor in practice in the School of Social Work. This video is going to serve several purposes. The first one being I'm introducing myself as your instructor for the course. And first things first, I want to explain that the way my computer works, there is a camera at the bottom of the screen. So anytime I go like this, or anytime I try to type something, you're going to see the big hand there. So just know that that's just how that goes. And I wanted to say welcome to the class. This is 3306 Practice 3 in the School of Social Work. All social workers must take a class in macro social work, or some people refer to it as community organization or administrative practice. Some of you may be interested in doing administrative practice for a living, and some of you may not be interested in that. So I want to just talk a little bit briefly about the class and the course navigation and where you can find everything in this video. And then I've just completed numerous videos of assignments and activities and things like that. I want to make sure that you know how to reach me and that you feel good about taking this course. One of the things to understand about this course is that it is not an easy do, okay? It is not something that you can just sort of cross off your list or do a little checklist and say, got this, got this, got this, got this. It's really a process, okay? And you'll hear me say that a lot, that it's really much more involved than just clicking off a few things, okay? Like many of you, I have a busy summer as well, and you may be thinking, well, I'll just click this right out. Do know, though, that it is a process, okay? So this course cannot be done in a day. Can it be done fairly quickly? Yes, if you get started fairly quickly. Should it be done in a group? Yes, you should do most of the activities in a group. However, it is your choice to do it as an individual, and I say that many times. So I can help you through that process. I believe that most of the information that I have provided here will help you through the process. So that's what it's intended to do. It may seem tedious at the time, but you'll see what I mean as you go along. Welcome. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I've been a social worker for 30 years, 25, somewhere around there, 30 years. I graduated with my undergraduate degree in social work from TCU in 1990. And then I graduated with my graduate degree at UTA in 1994. I am a licensed social worker, and I'm currently working on my LCSW, and I will probably have that sometime by the end of this year. I've been working on my clinical hours at Alliance for Children, which is a place where it's very dear to my heart. My focus of activity, or focus of career, my passion is with children and families. I do know something about this macro course because throughout my career I've had a lot of experience with macro activities and some of the administrative pieces. And what you'll find is, as you become further along in your career, you will have more administrative experiences to add to your list of things that you do, and to add to your resume. So I want to encourage you also to look at the resumes of your, not resumes, but the profiles of your professors. Those can be found on your faculty profile that's on the syllabus. Each professor has one, and you can look and see what their specialties are and then talk to them about those things and get to know those professors. I'm glad you're here. Let's see. What else? I think I've said it. I'm glad you're here several times. let's just get on with it. How about that? Okay. I'm going to put this down. One thing that I want to say is I have tried to provide an extensive amount of information here on the Blackboard site. And so I expect you to use that information to read for detail and be sure you've looked for the information before I get emails and things like that. I want to let you know too that I have posted a few lectures in here, but the lectures are from my face-to-face class in the spring. And although in appearance they're kind of odd, they do serve a purpose. So you'll see what I'm talking about when you get there, that sometimes they're difficult to see, but you should be able to get the gist of things, and you don't have to watch them if you don't want to. They're just there as an additional resource for you. Some of the PowerPoints are not voiced, and so you will want to maybe refer to those lectures about that, about what you're learning. This is not a class where you can just read and take a test and read and take a test. There are quizzes in this class, but you're expected to read for understanding. Very important. Okay, so when you first start this class, obviously, hopefully you got my announcement by now. I'll be making an announcement about this after I'm finished with all the materials. And you'll know that you should do this start here. And that's where this video that I'm doing now will be. And then here are all of the buttons that have to do with this class. Let me turn mine off so we can see what you'll be seeing. Okay, this is what yours will look like. And there's a Start Here section, the syllabus. I'll just click there so you can see that there's a video about the syllabus. There's the copy of the syllabus and a copy of the summer course schedule. Here's where I will post announcements. All announcements will be sent directly to your MyMav email. You need to be checking your email at least twice a week so that you can keep up with things like extra credit, changes to the syllabus, changes to the course, or the assignments, or anything. From time to time, students let me know when there's a glitch, and I can clarify that for the entire class. If you let me know that you see that there's some video that's not working or something like that. Still seeing kind of a glare on that. I was hoping to get rid of that glare that's up there, but we really need the light in here, so I'm going to need to leave it like that. I apologize for the glare. Maybe you can just look at the screen. Okay, also course materials. That is a big spot. That is where everything is in course materials. So you're going to want to know that well. This is where all of your modules are, and these modules match your course schedule. When you go to a module, you click on it, and there's all the information that you need will be. It has what you expect to learn in this class is started there. And then what you have to read in this class is there, what you're expected to read. For example, this one says you're expected to read Chapter 1, Chapter 3. We do not provide the course text for this class, so this is not a link to the course text. You still have to purchase or rent or somehow have your hands on a course text, okay? The lecture materials are here. I want to encourage you to check this page all the time. Sometimes I have the PowerPoints that are not voiced posted there, but then like here I also have the community assessment paper review is there. And it's there because that's one of the things that is on your module. It may not say paper review there, but it is the first week, and so that's some of the materials that you can find there. So you don't want to ignore any of the areas on the module. Always click on them. I know there's a temptation to say, well, I don't need this or I don't need that, but it could be very helpful to you in completing the activities here. The videos are amazing. Some of the videos are so helpful, and they just make you get excited about macro and about doing community involvement. And just know that whether you are a new to social work, getting your first job as an undergraduate or a new BSW social worker, or whether you are a seasoned social worker, we all have macro that we do in our daily life. So it's really good for you to understand what that is, and a good way to understand that is by watching the videos. So I want to encourage that. Sometimes you'll see additional content where there's some other videos and things that you can watch. For example, this video here can be checked out at the School of Social Work. They're not required, but if you run across it or want to know what it's about, that's a good video too. Some of them also, this one you have to check out, but you might be able to Google it or find it on YouTube or something. And one of the other very, very important areas is the quizzes, activities, and assignments. Sometimes it'll say quizzes, tests, and assignments, quizzes, activities. Always check there. Always check there. For example, here in your first week, I want you to introduce yourself. The class introduction is a video. You post the video to the discussion board, and then people talk about it. Anytime there is a discussion board, you need to respond to at least 2 other people in order to get full credit for the discussion board. Let me say that again. Anytime there is a discussion board, you need to respond to at least 2 people to get full credit for the discussion board. Here is another thing that needs to happen in the first week. This is the commitment to the community assessment. You need to be sure that you understand what that means and that you are making a commitment to either do this project as an individual or as a group. You have to complete this one way or the other. I need to know what your plans are, because it is expected that you will not change those plans if you commit to a group or commit to do it individually. You need to be sure long term that's what you're going to do for 11 weeks. And then here you have 2 quizzes. This is where you would click on the quiz. Sometimes my computer is very long. Very slow, I mean. Okay, well, I'm going to keep moving here because it looks like we're not going to be clicking along here. Looks like we might even be disconnected here in a minute, so I'm going to stop the video here. Okay, I'm going to pick up where I left off before with information about how to navigate the course. So this was quizzes, activities, and assignments. And when you get to the quiz, let's see if I can get it to come up this time. There it is. And you have 2 opportunities to take every quiz. The reason for that is that I want you to learn. So if you don't do well on one quiz, it may tell you that you need to go back and read the text. I would not even try to take a quiz unless I had read the course text, especially with this class, because you are not going to be able to look at the quiz questions and then look up each question in the book. You've got to have a sense of understanding to really do well. And then you'll notice under each activity, when you find an activity, activity 1, activity 2, and there's 7 of them, you will click on, you can watch the video, and then you can also complete the activity there. And this is also where you upload. Okay. Activities are done either in a group or individual. You should know that. From all of the information that I'm giving you, you will eventually know that. Okay, let's go back to course materials. And you can see they're all here. One thing I want to point out is that there is a space for extra credit down here at the bottom. Okay? And you just click on that, and there's your opportunities. We already have a couple of opportunities for extra credit. So I believe there's 3 opportunities for extra credit already. There will be more coming, so be sure and read that closely. Now, next is the individual group sign up. I have put this on one of the videos already. So if you're in a group, if you decided you want to be in a group and you've already completed your commitment form, this is where you sign up. Okay, watch the video. I've explained it in the video. But when you sign up, you will want the first leader to sign up first. So click there. And then, see, I'm already there, but I need to take myself off of there. You should be able, when you sign up, to see, after the first person signs up, you should be able to see who's in it. I'm in there because I've already signed up, but you'll see how it works. So it'll say, view the sign-up sheet to join the group. It won't let me do that because I've already signed up in an area. Groups and individuals sign up. So let me explain this. If you're in a group, you sign up with your group. So get the leader to sign up first, and then go to that same section and you sign up under that person. Then, if you are not in a group, only if you are not in a group, you sign up as an individual instead. Okay? There's only space for one person under individuals. There's space for 4. It's a limit of 4 people under the group. Okay? Then, after you've done all of the activities, do the course materials and everything, here's where you upload your final paper. And there's the information again. This is the same information that is provided earlier in the course so that you'll know how to do it. This is where you upload your written assignment. And here's the quizzes, things that come with that module, which is Module 9. All right. Here's UTA email, student resources. Here's where you see your grades. And that is it. Welcome to the course. I hope you have a fantastic semester. I'll be touching base every once in a while, usually by email. If you need anything, if we need to meet in person, we can do that. If we need to talk on the phone, we can do that. It's best if you email me first, if we need to discuss something, and then we'll schedule a time. If we aren't able to work it out over email, we'll schedule a time to work on things. Have a great semester.